So imagine a year from now. By next July, what amazing things will you have finished? Will you have moved to a new house? Or maybe, will you have learned a lot more English? Well, in today's explainer, we're going to break down a very special, slightly advanced English time. See, it helps us talk about things that will be 100% finished before a certain time in the future. It's called the future perfect, and honestly, using it is going to make your English sound so natural and so confident. Let's get right into it.
Okay, let's dive into this simple formula. To build a positive sentence, you just need 3 easy steps. It's kind of like building blocks. First, pick your subject, like I, you, we, or she. Any subject works perfectly here. Second, you always add the words will have. This is the magic part of the sentence, and it literally never changes. And third, just add your regular action verb with an ed at the end, words like arrived or finished. Put them all together, and boom, you have your sentence.
Now, let's see exactly how we use this in real life. Listen to this really everyday evening routine. By 8 p.m., I will have finished work. Think about what this actually means. It means 8 p.m. is in the future, right? But when that time comes, work is already done. You can go home, relax, maybe eat some dinner, because your job for the day is completely over. But oh, be careful. Here's a very common mistake a lot of beginners make. Listen to this first sentence. By Monday, he will have starts his new job. What's missing there? Now let's hear the completely correct version. By Monday, he will have started his new job. See, you must always remember to add that ed to your regular verb. It's a small change, but it is absolutely crucial.
All right, let's pause for a quick check. Now it's your turn to try. Is this sentence correct? By Monday, the flight will have arrived. Pause the explainer right now and say your answer out loud. Seriously, say it out loud. Think about the rules we literally just talked about. I'll give you a few seconds to think.
Okay, if you said incorrect, you are absolutely right. The correct sentence is, by Monday, the flight will have arrived. You are doing great. Just remember that super important ed ending. It is a really small sound, I know, but it changes the whole meaning of the word.
Great job! You just learned positive sentences. Next, let's talk about things that will not happen. To make a sentence negative, we just use a very short, common way to say it. Instead of saying the full will not have, we combine the first 2 words and simply say won't have. Actually, say it with me out loud right now, won't have. This is exactly how native speakers talk every single day. So here is a really practical travel example using our brand new negative shortcut. We won't have arrived by 9 o'clock. Imagine you're driving a car or maybe taking a really long train ride. You know it takes a long time, right? So you can call your friend on the phone and say, hey, we won't have arrived by 9 o'clock. This is very natural everyday English. It simply means that before 9 o'clock, our journey is not finished yet. We are still traveling. Now, here is a tricky spelling mistake beginners very often make. Look closely at the word plan. It is a short word ending in a consonant, a vowel, and a consonant. So when we write it out, we actually must double the last letter before adding ed. It is not spelled with one N. The right way is to use 2 N's. We will not have planned the trip. This is a super helpful rule to remember for your writing.
Okay, it is quiz time again. Fill in the blank out loud using the short word we just practiced. I blank finished work by 8 p.m. Think about how we say will not the short way. Go ahead, tell me your answer out loud.
Did you guess it? The correct answer is, I won't have finished work by 8 p.m. Excellent job practicing that natural pronunciation. Using won't have is just so common. You are sounding more like a native speaker already. Keep up the great work.
So now that you know positive and negative sentences, let's try asking some questions. Asking a question is incredibly easy. Let's see how this builds straight from what we already know. You basically just flip the first 2 words. You start with will, then your subject, then have, and finally your verb with ed. It's the exact same pieces as before, just in a slightly different order. Let's read this example together so you can really hear the rhythm of a question. Imagine you're asking a friend about their future shopping plans. Will you have finished shopping by that time? Do you hear how my voice goes up just a little bit at the end? See how smooth that sounds when we just flip those words? But wait, here is another really common beginner habit. Sometimes people just say a normal positive statement and raise their voice at the end, kind of like, you will have finished shopping. Now, people will probably understand you, but it's not correct grammar. The correct way is to make sure you flip the words to make it a real question. Will you have finished shopping? That little flip is what makes it a perfectly correct question.
Okay, let's test this out. Listen to this mistake. They will have arrived home? How do we fix this one? Reorder the words out loud to build a proper question. Think carefully about which word needs to come first. Say it right now.
Yes, the totally correct question is, will they have arrived home? Big congratulations on successfully mastering that word order flip. Starting with will is definitely the key here. You are picking this up very fast and you're doing a wonderful job. Moving right along, the most important point we need to learn next is that not all verbs use ed. Some very common verbs are what we call irregular. They do not follow the normal rules at all. For these, we use a special third form. For example, go becomes gone, do becomes done, eat becomes eaten. Honestly, you probably know many of these words already. It just takes a little bit of practice to remember them.
Let's see an irregular verb in a really warm, everyday dinner scenario. Before you arrive, we will have eaten dinner. Notice that? We don't say eated. That's not a real word. We say eaten. This simple sentence just means the dinner is totally finished and all the plates are empty, before the guest even arrives.
And this brings us to a really quick mistake with irregular verbs. Listen to this incorrect sentence. They will have teach thousands of children. Teach is the basic form of the verb. It is wrong here because we are talking about something finished in the future. We absolutely need that tricky third form. The correct sentence is, they will have taught thousands of children. Taught is the exact word we need. You know, you are doing so incredibly well today. Let's do a fast, rapid recap of the 3 clear patterns we learned using our irregular verb eat. Positive, I will have eaten. Negative, I won't have eaten. Question, will you have eaten? Take a quick moment to listen to these 3. When you can move quickly and naturally between these 3 sentences, you have truly mastered this grammar. Okay, now for our final quiz challenges to really test your memory of irregular verbs. Challenge 1. By 3 o'clock, he will have blank his presentation. The verb we want to use is give. So what is the correct third form word for give? Come on, say it out loud. I know you can do it. If you said given, you are absolutely right. By 3 p.m., he will have given his presentation. Really great effort. Irregular verbs can be kind of tricky, I know, but you are absolutely getting the hang of it. All right, here is Quiz Challenge Tuck 2. This uses one of the absolute most common but tricky irregular verbs in the English language, the verb to be. Next August, we will have blank married for 25 years. Think really carefully about this one. What goes in the blank? Tell me your answer. The correct word is been. Next August, we will have been married for 25 years. Huge congratulations to you for finishing this lesson so strongly. You have just successfully learned one of the most advanced times in English, and you did it perfectly, step by step. So now it is your turn to use English in the real world. I want you to think about your own life. What will you have done by next year? What big goal will be totally finished? Will you have learned a brand new skill? Write your very own sentence in the comments below. I seriously love reading your plans. Keep practicing, and I will see you in our next explainer.